tell me if the scenario sounds like you. You need a new car and you're curious about an electric vehicle, but you're still not sold on that whole filling it up and charging part. Well, you are not alone. Tech Life expert Jennifer Jolly joins us from her own garage on Whidbey Island, just outside of Seattle, with answers to your electric vehicle and charging questions. Welcome, Jen. Tell us what you have there.
Well, I have the cleanest garage I have ever had in my life, and probably the cleanest it will ever be. But all of this to show you the 2024 Ford Mustang Mach-E GT. This is an all-electric SUV. It's been so much easier to switch from gas to electric than I thought it would be for us. This gets nearly 300 miles on a full charge. It goes 0 to 60 in about 3 seconds. It's whisper quiet, and the best part of all, 0 trips to the gas station. I now fuel my vehicle up at home, which I have come to find out just about everyone who owns or leases one of these does these days.
And Jen, just how easy is it to fill up from home?
Well, let me show you. I don't have my glasses on, so I'm kind of blind, but it's that easy. I've set this car to charge itself up overnight during off-peak hours. You know how much it costs? $7. My gas car, on the other hand, takes about $80 to fill it up. If you buy or lease any electric vehicle from Ford between now and January 1st, they'll throw in the Charge Station Pro, a level 2, top-of-the-line retail 80-amp charger, and they pay for it to be installed. They basically do it all. They call it the Ford Power Promise. We figured it saved us about $4,000.
And that seems like quite a value. How much money can you actually save by crossing over to electric?
We save about $2,000 a year, or about $35 a week, just not paying for gas anymore on one of these vehicles. This Mach-E here can get the equivalent of about 91 miles per gallon. Plus, you get a lot of your time back. You don't have to go to the gas station. There's little to no maintenance. There's no oil changes. So it kind of all adds up to me. A lot of savings that I can't believe it took me so long to make the switch overall.
And how significantly does your power bill go up when you fill up your car at home?
Our power bill has gone up about $60 or more per month, about $60 range. Sometimes it goes up to almost $70, but that just depends on how much we drive the car, how often we're topping it up. Our insurance premiums went up a little bit too, about 4%. All in though, we still save at least $2,000 a year by making the switch.
And what are some of the other myths or misconceptions that are keeping people from making that leap to an electric vehicle?
A lot of people don't know that you can lease or finance electric vehicles the same way that you can do with fuel-powered cars. Also, in addition to the range anxiety worries, people worry that EVs are not as good for the environment as gas or diesel cars. And according to the latest data from the EPA and numerous bipartisan sources, that's just not factually correct. Whether it's, power plant emissions, battery manufacturing, materials mining, impact on the power grid, how long the batteries may last, recycling of the materials, you take everything into account and it just keeps showing electricity winning out over and over.
And a lot of folks have that range anxiety about being stranded out on the road, and the Ford EVs have compatible functionality to charge virtually anywhere, right?
Yeah, now, it used to be, hey, you're looking for a Tesla supercharger, but you can get an accessory that makes this compatible with charging with those superchargers. The car tells you, hey, this charger's open, this is a fast charger. The average American only drives more than 150 miles at a time 4 times a year. It's not very often that you're going to be getting in this car and taking off across the country. Just not a whole lot of us do that. And with a little bit of planning ahead and having an up-to-date center console on one of these cars, you can find a place to fast charge pretty easily. It's surprising to me how many more chargers are around these days, especially superchargers, fast chargers, than there were just 2 years ago.
And where can we find more information?
Well, for all things Ford, go to Ford.com. You'll read all about it. They're throwing in a lot of other perks 24/7. To read more about my journey in making this crossover to all electric, go to my website, which is techish.com.
Jen, we thank you so much for debunking some of those myths and helping empower us with the tools we need to cross over and make our vehicle future electric.
Thank you. It was absolutely my pleasure.
And we thank you for joining us on San Diego Living. We'll see you next time.